Day 2 at Hershey Park with this guy.
I'm back again, boys.
Yep. We had Dylan with us yesterday. You can see the what went down there on his vlog over on We the Coasters. We'll put the link to that in the description of this vlog. But Nick and I still got 2 more days here at Hershey Park.
Yep.
Yesterday,
he tackled this bad boy.
Conquered Pandemonium.
We are so proud of him.
Rode it twice. We'll be on it again today at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
And there'll be some other things. He didn't get to ride Fahrenheit yesterday, so I'm gonna make sure he gets on Fahrenheit today.
Yeah.
And we'll probably do like some other stuff that we did like the last time that we came down here. We'll probably do like a second time, like maybe Coal Cracker, Trailblazer, some of those, Super Duper Looper, we'll see.
Oh yeah, whatever you need.
The best thing about this too is with us being down here, Nick and I are down here for a 3-day stint. Dylan had to only come up for the 1 day he was off, but we don't have to like rush to everything, like try and cram everything in. We can space it out.
Oh, of course.
If we don't hit something today, we can then do it tomorrow, so that makes it a lot easier. So right now we're heading over to guest services, and then afterwards I don't know where we're gonna start at, but we'll figure it out. We're just at leisure here basically for these 2 days. So there goes Sky Rush.
I'll probably be on that today. Who knows?
Yep, you'll probably be on it today. I considered it, but I don't know. The big thing Nick was telling me about this was they have a launch hill going to the initial drop.
Yeah, it goes pretty fast
Yeah.
over the hill compared to Pandemonium.
It also, I don't think like degrees of drop is an issue, because Pandemonium is a 76 degree drop. Skyrush is 85 degrees. I mean, a drop is a drop, I guess, really.
It's definitely a little bit steeper.
It is a little steeper, but the launch is the big issue, I think.
Yeah, I even sometimes get a little bit intimidated.
Yeah,
by
you've said that. So
I like this coaster.
if you get nervous on it, I can only imagine what my reaction would be on that. So we'll get squared away. We have to get squared away, and then we'll figure out where we're gonna go. First ride of the day, the dueling coasters at Lightning Racer. Our first one was on the Lightning side. We won in a photo finish.
Ka-chow!
Even though we couldn't tell how close it was.
It was a dead heat, really.
Mr. Gunther was on board for my first last row ride ever.
How did it
We
feel?
made
It was a lot
history.
smoother, apparently, for you.
It felt
Compared to
smoother.
yesterday.
Now granted, I think it was Thunder yesterday that we were on, and Nick and I kind of got thrown into each other on a couple of the turns. This one, we got to him and it was a lot smoother. I don't know if it's the back row that causes that or not, but it felt smoother.
We're not roller coaster experts on like
No, we adhere to the professionals on that. But now we're gonna try the Thunder side, and we have yet, this trip and last trip, to go a perfect 100%. We have won one and we have lost one. Do we go 2 for 2 today?
I hope so. Do it.
We shall see. So we're gonna do we did Lightning, one on Lightning, now Thunder. History has been made. We went 2 for 2.
Yeah!
Wasn't even close on this one. We had about nearly half the train on the other
yeah.
side. So we ended up having a close photo finish on Lightning, completely clobbered them on Thunder. And on Thunder, while it still has that little jank up on one of the uphills, it had an area off the second drop that felt really cool with the airtime there. I got stapled on Lightning, but got some good airtime on Thunder. And you said this is the first time ever for you too that you've gone 2 for 2.
I would say first time in a decade, actually, because I haven't been here in 5 years until in July when we first came here with the collaboration of We the Coasters. We went 1 for 1,
Yep.
1 for 2 anyway, and I was like, okay, the losing streak's over, thank God. And then all of a sudden now, on the second trip here, we're now finally 2 for 2. I finally win both races in like the first time in over a decade.
So sorry, Dylan, but we've established you were the problem.
Yes, you are.
Because other times
We do blame you.
we didn't go a perfect 100%. Today,
the first time
we did.
the first time I blamed Seth's hair because he caused so much drag. I mean, mine too. Mine
I
was too.
went
Mine
in-
was all over
I was in the
place.
back row for both of these, so maybe being up at the front was what caused the drag. Being at the back, it didn't cause nearly as much.
Well, we were both in the middle though, I think, right?
Yeah, yesterday, yeah, we were both in the middle.
Yeah.
All right, so a good way to start. This has kind of been our go-to for like our first ride of the day.
To me, it's always a go-to.
Yeah.
It's a good warm-up coaster.
It is.
It's not too thrilling, but it's also good enough to get your heart going.
For sure. All right, so we'll see what we end up going to next here. There's some rides we didn't do yesterday that we might do.
The pony parade. We need to do that next.
The what?
The pony parade.
Oh, yeah. We tried to get Dylan to go on Granny Bugs, but he didn't. I don't know why.
Yeah,
that's like his all-time favorite ride.
Of course,
but
it's the goat.
All right, so we'll see what we end up doing next. Next up, we're going to the Wild Mouse. We did this the last time in June. It was a little janky, but it was definitely fun, so we're going to give it a go here because we didn't do it yesterday. So, looks like a very short line. Let's hop on. Wild Mouse. Yep. Classic. Little janky, but the G-forces are fun.
Yeah, feeling the whip on the white.
Yeah, for sure. We basically just commentated everything. We're like left turn, right turn, dip, up,
right turn,
airtime. But no, this brings back memories for me because the very first coaster I went on was like a modified Wild Mouse with Galaxy Spin. Obviously it had the spinning cars, but it had the same kind of track as the Wild Mouse, so that's why it kind of is a little bit nostalgic for me. But they said it's a 35-minute wait time for Wild Mouse, and we waited about 5 minutes. So I have a feeling anything that we look up in terms of wait time is not going to be correct. We went on we went on Lightning Racer. That was a walk-on both times. We went on Wild Mouse, practically a walk-on. So we may get lucky today as far as the crowds. They look kind of similar to the crowds we had yesterday. Yeah. Nick thought maybe a little bit more than yesterday.
Maybe.
But we'll have to see with some of like the other rides if it actually holds true that it's not quite what it looks like. I mean, they inflated the time for Candemonium yesterday. So it was a 75-minute wait time, and we waited no more than 15 minutes, so.
Right, yeah.
All right. Are you ready for one of your big boy coasters now?
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait to go on, I think the next one is Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit. It's over there somewhere behind the trees. All right. We'll find out how it is. It's his first one on this trip on Fahrenheit, so.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah. Don't go blind.
I hope not. The sun will be fun, for sure.
Yeah, the sun's up. Well, I think the sun's going to be behind you. You might get lucky.
All right.
So we were on this yesterday. This is the boat ride Tidal Wave. We're not going on it today. Once is quite enough.
Yeah, we got
drenched. Like, that's literally a wall of water in front of you when you hit the bottom. Plus, that bridge right there, you go underneath it, and water drips down because the waves hit that. So you get hit twice. And it took us at least half the day to get completely dried out.
Yeah.
If that. I think we still found like little wet spots here and there.
Uh-huh.
But the fact that we hit it early enough in the day, we were able to, at least let the heat dry us out and everything. So that was good, but it's a good ride. But we will not be doing that today or tomorrow. Once is quite sufficient.
Yeah. I think we got wet enough times.
I think so. And I, like an idiot, wore long sleeves yesterday, so it took me doubly long. And it was a cotton long sleeve shirt, so it took forever for that thing to dry out. There's the waves. All right, now to Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit, 90-degree lift hill to a 110 drop. It looks like Nick's in the back. Good luck, Nick. My prayers be with you. I'm safe here on the ground. Here we go. Yep, we'll see how he enjoys it. So Nick's on a back row streak as far as the coasters. He got back row all by himself here on Fahrenheit.
My hair's a bit of a mess. Give me a minute.
Didn't get to do it yesterday, got to do it today. How was it?
Oh my god. Fahrenheit is an easy top 5 roller coaster in this park entirely. Let me show you how it works, if I can get a better angle of it.
Yeah, I think we have to back up over here.
We have to back up that way, maybe too.
I think we'll see it over through here.
Yeah, this is how it kind of works, Fahrenheit. Of course, you start off slow at this little turn point here. You might have to move towards the cater area. Freeze walk and
yeah, we gotta look at the.
It's a 90-degree angle straight up.
Yep, we watched you
I
going
love
up the
that.
lift, and we watched you going down. At least part of it. Tree blocked a lot of that.
Yeah, it's a 110-degree drop
Yeah.
from that point forward. It feels like 110 anyway.
No, thank you.
What it looks like there. Yeah.
No,
Woo!
thank you.
These guys, they're afraid they don't know what they're getting into.
I know what I'd be getting into. That's why I didn't do it.
That's why I told you. You had all the visual warnings.
I
about
did.
going on this coaster.
I did indeed.
Yeah. All right. I like I said, I love this coaster. My dad loves this coaster too. I wish he was here to go ride on this as well. Hopefully I can bring him around sometime. But yeah, Fahrenheit is a good classic around here. I think it's been like around since like the mid-thousands or whatnot. I think it is anyway. But always a goodie.
Yep.
Always
Oh, goodie for you.
Yeah, goodie for me anyway, and maybe D Young. But
I'm more than happy to watch.
from what you're just being the bench warmer for right now.
That's pretty much. All right.
All right,
Let's
we're
see
gonna be
what-
on the next one. Seth, where do you want to go next?
I don't know. We want to try and knock out Super Duper Looper now,
We can do that, sure.
because most of these have
Like just normal
we've done pretty.
walk-ins.
Yeah.
But then again, we're going to the opening side of the
Yeah, we're
park.
going to the. Well, that's true too.
So that's just something to look. But yeah, we can do that.
We'll check and see. We'll check and see what it's like. Well, you want to talk about nostalgia personally for me? Super Duper Looper we just got off of.
Yeah.
The first inversion coaster I ever did. And Nick continues to make more personal history with me. We did back row when we were on Lightning Racer. This is my first front row.
Ever.
Ever.
On a coaster.
And you can, and you know, he knows obviously, but you can actually feel a lot more of the G-force when you're in the front there over that loop.
Yeah, you get to see everything on that loop. Meanwhile, you get in the back, you have to wait for the whip in order to actually feel the loop.
Yep. So good. I enjoyed that. Okay. I have no clue where else we're going, but we'll figure it out, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we bit the bullet and went on one of the rather longer queues. Went on Comet, front row.
Is this the Hershey Park Comet?
Yes. Did a front row on that one. There was one area, I think it was this right here. I think it was this uphill here.
Yeah, it was like right there.
And it bounced. Like we had like a 3 or 4 bounce. It was bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
No idea what that was. But that was interesting. But still, I mean, it's a classic ride. It's got its like bumps and everything
I mean,
and whatnot.
it's a very old style wooden roller coaster.
It's not made to be
Feel-
smooth.
It's not exactly. And you even got the older like brakes or whatnot.
Yeah.
They weren't the same as well.
Yeah, this
You
guy
could
was
really
this
hear
guy
the
was
friction going on.
making a joke out of the brakes as we were coming into the loading dock area.
Yeah.
Because we would go a couple inches, stop, and a couple inches and stop.
I made some of the other park goers laugh a little bit too. You might as well. It's fun for everybody.
Yeah.
They gotta get some fun for everybody.
I said to Nick before we went on this, I'm like, you want to go on Sky Rush? And we were going up the smaller lift hill for Comet.
I saw
we
the
were
sun.
looking directly into the sun.
Yeah,
and
I
as you
would've drove
notice,
right into
the
the
lift
sun. I
hill
wouldn't
for
be able to see where I'm going.
Sky Rush also goes the same way, so he would have been looking directly into it.
Yeah, I'd rather not. So that's why I wanted to wait till later on in the day.
Yep.
It
It was
will
a
ride
good
it
call.
At some point.
Alrighty. We've hit 5 or 6 rides so far.
Yeah,
He's
we've done
hit
a lot already.
6. I've hit 5. Yeah, we've done a lot. And I think we've only been here for like 3 hours or something, so
Yeah, we've done a lot already.
we'll see what we have next on the agenda. So yesterday I did my very first boomerang coaster. Jolly Rancher Remix. We're gonna do it again here today. We also plan on doing a night ride on here, see what it's like with the lights. And Nick wants blue raspberry.
It better be happening this time.
We'll see if he gets it.
Until I get it.
Will he get it? We'll find out. Alright, second ever time on Jolly Rancher Remix. The first time I rode this yesterday, took me a little while to kind of get my footing back. Today, no problem. Used to the reverse G's. A little bit rougher on this ride though.
Yeah, for me a little bit.
Yeah.
My
Like
left
right
shoulder's getting messed up.
there. Right on that corner, and then the opposite one on the other side. Both on the forward and on the reverse. Kind of was like a little bit of a jolt thing. I don't know what was going on there.
I don't know either.
He felt it in his shoulder. I felt it in my neck.
Sorry, the forearm, actually, not the shoulder.
Or the forearm,
That's
yeah.
the wrong spot.
But one thing I found out is when we rode last time, you were in the back of the car.
Yeah.
I was in the front with Dylan. In the back, there's actually a lot more leg space.
Yeah.
So,
great.
Yeah. So keep that in mind for when we ride it again tonight. This is going to be cool under the lights.
Yeah, it will.
That's going to be fun.
We got grape. Seth's favorite
We
flavor.
did get grape, yes. And we got blue raspberry, the ride before ours.
Again.
One before us.
This can't keep happening to me, man.
Maybe tonight. Maybe tonight.
I'm begging for
We
it.
still have a chance. Plus, we have tomorrow if we ride it again.
Yeah,
So
there is still a chance.
there are still chances.
We can do it.
Redemption may be in hand.
I hope so.
Okay. Man, we're ticking them off pretty quick here.
We got Candemonium, I think.
We got Candemonium coming up. Yep. And maybe.
I'm waiting for the sky to drop a little bit so I don't get sun in my eyes.
Yeah,
for,
right.
Sky Rush.
For Sky Rush,
That's
yep.
why I said no. I'm gonna
Well, you
go
got
walk
cloud
towards
cover
the sun.
right now.
Yeah, but I can't trust the cloud cover.
No,
you know?
well, even with cloud cover, it'll glare.
Yeah.
You can glare off the sun, off the clouds.
And I'd rather not have my glasses like fly off while I'm doing it.
Right.
You know?
All right, time for round 3 on Candemonium. All right, time to head to Candemonium, the 200-foot, 77-degree drop B&M coaster. This is ride number 3 for me, ride number 5 for Nick.
Yep.
Overall. And we're gonna
Take a bite of the
see
chocolate
which
coaster.
we're gonna take a bite out of the chocolate coaster. Last 2 times we've been on the orange ride. We'll see if we get a different color. This actually no, you guys rode again last night, didn't you?
Yeah, we rode it.
And you were in the blue one, yeah. So we'll see if I get a different color, because I think Nick's now ridden in all 3 colors.
I think so.
Combined with last time, so
Yeah,
we'll see if I get a different color this time.
I got all 3 trains running right now. This will go pretty quick.
All right, time for Candemonium and the place that had a photo that launched 2 brand new memes. All right, well, unfortunately, I didn't get my 3rd ride on Candemonium. I got my 3rd and 4th ride. We literally got here. It said 5 minutes. We went the first time, just walked out of the exit, walked right back. It's literally a walk-on Candemonium right now.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. And we got the orange cart twice in a row.
Twice in a row.
So that's the good news. The bad news is
you want to tell them?
we had to wait about 15-20 minutes afterwards. I had to go up to guest services. Our locker wouldn't open. And I looked when the person came down to unlock it. I put in the correct passcode and it wouldn't accept it. So
Didn't like you.
Nope, didn't like us, but they were very prompt getting here, so shout out to them on that.
Yeah.
And we have our personal belongings now.
Yay.
And Nick needs to hydrate. Actually, I do too. So we're gonna grab something to drink. It was actually a little break there while we're waiting for him, and then we'll see what we're gonna do next. But this is easily in the top 5 of my favorite coasters now, and I can finally handle coaster drops. I'm not even nervous when I get to the top of it. So maybe Sky Rush is on the docket. We'll see.
All day.
All right, so we've been making sure that Nick gets his 4 Intense coasters, Great Bear and
Yeah.
Wildcat's Revenge.
Love these 2 coasters. Wildcat's Revenge is my favorite though.
Is that your favorite here at this park?
Yes.
That's your top?
Yeah, it is the top. Yeah, I know Candemonium's great. I know Stormwater is Dylan's favorite. It's probably a top 3 for me at that point. But this takes the cake. They revamped such an amazing coaster back then, and they made it into a fantastic, smooth, and just all-around fantastic ride.
Nice.
I highly recommend you, if you're a coaster enthusiast, go right on this one.
So a couple of updates. We're heading back to Candemonium because I think I'm ready for my first front row ride on it. And I'm also going to be doing Sky Rush with this guy, so
Oh, really?
yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to do it when the sun settles down.
Yep, we're gonna wait till the sun settles.
Otherwise we'd be staring right into the sun, and you really need to see where you're going with that one.
Right. So, a couple more firsts coming up. First stop, Candemonium. They say a 40-minute wait. Last time they said it was a 35-minute wait, and we literally just got right back on. So, believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
So, we'll head over there now.
All right.
Oh, they're working on tearing down where the amphitheater used to be. A Swing and Scream is going to be heading in there at some
Scream
point.
and swing.
Or Scream and Swing.
Swing and scream.
Something. Something and something. They've been working all day on this. They blocked off the path that goes between Great Bear and Super Duper Looper, and over near Coal Cracker too.
Yeah.
And now we're going to head over to Trailblazer, but another first.
You have.
Pandemonium front
On
row.
the front row.
And that was fun. That was actually good. We were going to do back row as well. We were going to try and do a back-to-back like we did earlier, but it was probably the biggest queue we've seen in the last 4 hours.
Probably the biggest queue.
So
yeah, we got on at the right time then.
So it's either, wait, I think Trailblazer's over this way.
I think
Yeah.
it's under Pioneer something.
Yeah. But we'll either, maybe later, but even if we don't, we could do a back ride tomorrow.
That's what we're going to do.
We got Sky Rush still on tap later on. We've got the night ride on Jolly Rancher Remix on tap as well.
Yeah, we're super proud of you, though. You I was trying to warm you up to go to the third and the second row, but no, you just went full send on the first
Yeah,
row.
I mean, the big thing for me was when we were on like the third row or something, when you're going down, now this is just my personal thing, maybe it's different for other people, but when you're going down that steep, it's almost as if you're on front row anyway.
Oh.
You don't really notice the rows in front of you. You see the track.
Yeah.
So, what's the difference of being in the front row as opposed to the third row? You're still basically looking at the exact same thing.
Right, yeah.
So that's why I didn't have any problem with the idea of going up there to the front row. But we're going to Trailblazer for two reasons. One, kind of kill some time because we're waiting for the sun to set.
Yeah.
Because poor Nick. So when we were on the front row for
Yeah.
for Pandemonium, he still had the sun in his eyes.
Yep.
He was on the far right. I was on the seat next to him, the third seat. And I was very fortunate because the walkway, the steel walkway up the lift, actually blocked the sun. So I didn't have it in my eyes. He unfortunately still did.
Blinded by the sun.
So we're waiting for the sun to set a little bit more for Sky Rush. And so with Trailblazer being a little bit further over on the other end of the park, kill some time, and then we have to go back that way anyway towards Sky Rush. Maybe the sun will be set by then. Maybe it won't. Who knows? But it was one that we haven't done yet either today, so we figured we'll get that out of the way. I think after that, after we do this, like what do we have left outside of Coal Cracker? Really, we haven't done.
For me today,
Just out of-
has been Stormrunner, believe it or not. I've ridden on everything except
Yeah.
Trailblazer and Stormrunner.
And
I've ridden on like 6
Oh yeah, Stormrunner. Yeah, yeah. He had
Me and
the
Dylan had a mini marathon.
marathon last night. So we're gonna get on Trailblazer, which is not intense at all. It's just there.
It's just like
It's
I
just
said,
there.
Hershey-
A lot of helixes.
Yeah, this, like I said, this park has everything for everyone.
Yeah.
Like all intensity levels in terms of coasters. and all
Now,
that.
I do
Obviously, it's, like, the
remember-
only minor one.
I do remember the first time we rode this back in June. It had a rattle to it in one area. There was like a vibration. I wonder if that's still there or not. It'll be interesting to see. I can't remember exactly where on the coaster it was, but there was like a vibration feeling,
Yeah, I wouldn't
and
know.
I'll be interested to see if it's still there or not. But here we go, Trailblazer next on the list. Well, this has been a trip of firsts. Sky Rush in the books. We did row 5, I think, on both times.
4 actually. Row 5
Row
for
4?
some reason. For some reason, row 5 was not
Oh, that's
up to
right. They
spec.
had, yeah, on all the trains, they had row 5 put down. But this one is not as smooth as Pandemonium. I was warned about this before. I was also warned about the accelerated launch of the thing. That was nothing. That was fine. What we have
A little
learned,
bit
however, is this is one coaster that I can do, but then I have to take a break because I was like, you know what, that was fun. Let's do it again. And I got my first gray out moment. So yeah. So this is one that I apparently have to take a break in between of. But overall, I like it. I have to say I like Pandemonium better just because of the smoothness.
Yeah.
But this was a good coaster. This was definitely good. And I'm glad I did it because now I've done both of the 200-foot coasters here in the park. And this kind of, in a way, kind of reminded me of a combination of Pandemonium and Lightning Racer. Because
Yeah.
you've got the steep drop of Pandemonium, and then you've got the apex off to the right at the bottom of it, like Lightning Racer's 2 drops have.
Yes.
So with that combination, those 2 coasters kind of helped prepare me for this one. But yeah, I think it was the first airlift hill, the big airlift hill is where I grayed out, which I think partially was my fault. I didn't really set myself the way I should have going over it.
I sat on the edge seat. I felt like I was ready to fall out.
But I think a contributing factor is when you come down to the very bottom of there, about midway, there's a bump. There's a big bump. And I think that kind of triggered it on the second go. But no, Sky Rush is good. It's another one that I've done. This guy helped me out with it.
Yeah, I was shocked he even wanted to go on. I was honestly surprised. I was like, you want to do Sky Rush? Like, okay, sure.
Yeah. He's like, are you sure you want to do this? We even got up to the queue line. I said, Nick, I'm just going to do it once.
The fact that you conquered the 2 biggest coasters here at Hershey Park, it was just like only a few, like really like 1 or 2 more coasters for you to really conquer. That's Fahrenheit and
Storm Runner and
3, sorry.
Wildcats
Storm Runner and
Revenge.
Wildcats Revenge. But, you know, it's all in good time.
Yep.
I mean, again, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I will still go on it, of course, because I love those coasters.
Yeah. But I said to Nick, I said, you know, the worst is I ride it once and I never ride it again. But I will definitely ride it again. Just, I need little breaks in between.
I agree.
So it is right now, according to the clock, somewhere around, what, 7:30?
About 7:25.
Yeah, 7:25. It was overcast yesterday, and that's why it got darker quicker. We've got clear sky here. Sun is setting, but I don't think it's going to be setting quick enough for it to be a super dark night ride on Jolly Rancher Remix. But that's probably where we're going to head here next, I think, probably to cap off the night.
Yeah.
And then we got bowling coming up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, we found out that they got open bowling around the time that we leave the park. We'll get there just around when they have an availability, and then they're open till 11 o'clock. I thought it was only till 10, so we'll get some bowling in tonight as well.
I've heard you guys are improving your bowling skills as well, so I can't wait to see how you do.
Yeah, if I can hit another 200, that'd be amazing. It's not the same lanes as it was over in Albany.
Right, yeah.
But, yeah, we're heading over to Jolly Rancher Remix. We'll cap off the night with a semi-night ride, I guess we'll call it.
The Twilight Zone.
Yeah, there you go, a Twilight ride. I like that. And maybe Nick will get Blue Raspberry, but I doubt it.
I hate this.
Final ride of the night, Twilight Ride, as Nick coined it, on Jolly Rancher Remix. I don't know if it was the first time I did it, I didn't know what to expect or something, but I feel like the last 2 times we've ridden this, it's been a little rougher than I remembered, especially around the middle section. I don't know why. I'm not sure.
I don't have an answer for that one.
Yeah.
I know we sat a little bit towards the front this time around. I was trying to build you up.
Yeah, I think we were this time like row 3, yeah. We were gonna do the back of row 3, but they had both of the things closed off. And the reason we like the back is because there's more leg room.
So rest in peace, our legs.
Yes. It's a little cramped, depending on which side you're on. But that is the final ride of the night.
Yeah.
And we're getting ready to head on out. We're gonna meet up with Andrew Miller for some bowling, and then probably go home and fall asleep watching Mulan or something. I don't know.
Wow, we'll figure it out.
Something. All right, so that wraps up day 2. My ghost points back. Day 2 from Hershey Park. We got a whole other day tomorrow. There goes.
Maybe we can tackle some of the other coaches.
Yeah. So the last 3 that I have not gone on: Wildcats Revenge, Storm Runner, and Fahrenheit. I think I can guarantee you that Storm Runner will not be one.
Okay.
Wildcats Revenge, I gotta think on. And probably Fahrenheit's probably gonna be a no. But I'm not 100% sure on that one. It probably is gonna be a no. Probably like the 90-degree uphill is gonna be my biggest problem with that one.
You're gonna be walking right into the sun.
Yeah. But successful day, at least for me personally today, because front row on Candemonium, back row and front row on Storm Runner, or not Storm Runner, Lightning Racer, and then Sky Rush. Check that off the list.
Yeah, you rode in the middle twice, and that's honestly enough for me too, because it makes like, whoa, Sky Rush is a lot rougher than I thought sometimes.
Yeah. So, we'll see what day 3 brings. Again, check out We the Coasters YouTube channel for the day one experience. I didn't want to take any of that away from them, with Dylan being up here. And tomorrow, yeah, we'll see what we end up doing. Got a couple of rides we didn't do today that we might do tomorrow. Cold Cracker probably will be one.
We're gonna get wet again.
Well, we didn't really get wet on it the last time we went.
But we're not gonna get wet on the other one.
No, we're not.
Sorry,
No,
Davy Jones, we're
no.
not
Tidal
getting wet on
Force
that
was a one and done.
Yeah. Wall of water.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna put the tomorrow in the vlog with this one, or if I'll separate into 2 days. I'll probably separate into 2 days, but into 2 videos. But that's it. Thanks guys for tuning in. Nick, any final thoughts?
I welcome you back to my Hershey Park. I've been here for like the last 15 years or whatnot. This place has everything for everyone. Seth, you have grown a lot over the last 2 days. Oh my gosh. I didn't expect you to ride the front at all. Attic Pandemonium, the biggest, baddest coaster in the entirety of the park.
It's jumped up my number 2, by the way.
Wow,
It replaced
all right.
Hagrid's. Hagrid's has dropped to 3.
Oh no, eat your heart out, whatever park that's in. I keep forgetting where
Universal.
it's from. Oh, Universal. Well, that makes it even better.
Alright, so day 2 from Hershey Park complete. We'll see you guys next time for day 3.